Hey everybody, again this is Jedi Knight 55, late bloomer trucker. I had mentioned to you as promised I would catch some footage, and I see the DOT guy over there, just looking at the trucks over there, pretty cool. But I'm on my way to run my errands while the truck is currently on injured reserve or incapacitated, so it should be fixed by today or tomorrow, and we will go from there. So enjoy the footage. This is Jedi Knight 55, late bloomer trucker. Sorry about that. And you'll catch some footage of me running through the Jessup, Maryland area and vicinity as I make my way over to the DMV. I'm going to go get my title, order new title for my trailer, because I'm planning on selling my trailer and my motorcycle, and maybe I'll catch some of that on footage for you guys, and so you'll kind of get an idea, what I got going on outside of trucking. So I got a deal I'm supposed to close on, and I'm working on that, and we'll see how that goes. So with the trucking, I just don't even have time to ride the motorcycle like I used to, and it would bring someone else great pleasure and joy, like the pleasure and joy I had with it, but at least they can take it to the next level and then enjoy it, and then I can take the resources and reinvest them into something else. So that's how that goes. So again, have a good day. Have a great day, everybody. And again, this is the Jessup, Maryland area, and I'm sure you're going to recognize the Travel Centers of America Jessup truck stop as I go by that, for those who come into Jessup, Maryland a lot. All right, have a good day. Enjoy the ride. Hey, family, how's it going? Top of the day. Hey, it's Trucker Jedi, late bloomer trucker. Just trying to get out of Jersey. Doing pretty good this week. The week is finally settled up. So right now I'm just kind of tidying up the truck. I got so much organization I mentioned in my previous video. And you see I got my drill set and everything. I keep all my tools in the truck. I used to be, I was in construction for a spell. After the family business of doing it. But anyway, I got my inverter, which I had picked up several months ago. It's a power drive, 1500 watt. And I had a Cobra. And what happened was I kept stepping on the freaking plugs. And when I was crossing over into the cabin, and the outlets gave way, and I had one outlet left. So I had some points and rewards from Pilot, and I was in Hopewell, or Ruther Glen, and they was running a special. So what did I do? I saw a guy buying one, and I thought, wait a minute, let me go ahead and get my inverter. So I got it. It's been sitting on the floor, and I've gotten rid of the laziness today. You see I've got my pre-marked holes with the magic marker, and I'm going to go ahead and drill it. And I got a bunch of screws and bolts and stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and put this thing in here, because I need to get my outlets and everything. My cords all over the place. I got my zip ties and everything, so I'm going to try to get a little more organized. You know, I mentioned I got my fridge up there with the water, exclusively water, and then my iceless cooler, my Coleman iceless cooler. And that's actually running out of the outlet on the side, which is great. That thing runs good. All by itself, independent, never stops. And then I got my CPAP down here, which I need to get that plugged back up for tonight. So that's what I'm doing. You see I got my cleaning products, my green cleaner, and what have you, and I'm going to go ahead and do it up. Have a good day. Be blessed. Enjoy your tours. Be safe out here. And make money, you know, provide and do what you got to do for your family, yourself, and your welfare. That's why we're out here doing this and not doing it just for our good looks. Because truck drivers, we all look good, right? So we're doing it because we're making a living and we enjoy trucking. I just enjoy driving, you know. I mean, there are days when I want to take a break and get from behind the wheel. But I just love the travel. If you met my wife, she would tell you, even when I go home, I take a break, but I love driving, you know. So we got a perfect marriage here. But other thing too, I got my windshield replaced because I had to get my DOT and I had a crack. So I got a new windshield and I have to install all my tools back up there, my clock and my GPS, and I'm working on that. I'm gonna drill some holes and maybe change the positions a little bit to be a little more organized. And I'll do a vid once I've completed everything, like an after vid. Have a good day. Take care, y'all. See you later. Be blessed, and take it easy and take it in stride, as they say. All right. See you later. Well, I was like saying, well, Steve, I know when I get out here, my whole thing is just getting out there, getting the speed up, and then settling down. You know, I stay around 64 to 66 miles per hour. My truck goes a lot faster than that. I mean, you know, I like the way Tony Soprano said it. I'm a big Sopranos fan as well as a Star Wars fan, as I've shared with you previously. But I like the way Tony Soprano said it when his uncle shot him, and he was dreaming, and he was talking to somebody about sales, and he made Salesman of the Year, and he said there's always a faster gun. Well, there's always a faster truck out here. You know, one truck is fast, and then you find out that another truck is just as fast as the other truck. So how much faster do you want to go? I know when you get out here in Colorado, the Rockies, boy, 70, 80 miles per hour speed limit, and you got to move. Actually, I think I was up to 66, and I did not push my truck any harder because I'm trying to watch my fuel economy. So, you know, I'm in that place. I'm in that mode. I'm content with just driving my truck the way I want to drive it, and I'm not going to let anybody force me to drive fast. If I got to push, I push, but I'm not pushing all the time. Majority of the times, I'm in the right lane, far right lane, and I'm cruising at 64 to 66 miles per hour, and it depends on my weight and what kind of weight I'm pulling. So, you know, that props to Steve on that. You know, when he was talking about how he wants to drive his truck and when he needs to step up, he do. and how sometimes people give them a hard time. And, I don't care. Again, my perspective is I look at things different at this age in life, and I'm going to do what I got to do to make a living, and I'm not going to let anybody try to redirect my thoughts and my attitude about it. And how I start my day is how I end my day, and that's how I believe we should do. Again, this video is situational trucking, and I like to comparatively relate it to situational football. How they talk about not just running plays, and you see someone carrying the ball, you're defensive player, you tackle the offensive player, but also, being in a certain position and being able to think 2 plays ahead of, or 2 moves ahead of the play as it's taking place, and how the quarterback snaps the ball, you watch his eyes and things, and you know where to plant your feet at. And looking at situations, like even a good example. Remember the year that Malcolm Jenkins intercepted that ball from Russell Wilson? Unexpectedly, Patriots won the Super Bowl. Not sure why the coach did not run a Marshawn Lynch, bust through the seams and scored a touchdown and win the Super Bowl, second one. But Malcolm, I think his name is Malcolm Jenkins or something, he jumped right in front of the play, situational, and over anticipating the move. And so I believe in trucking, situational, conversation, situational thinking. You're walking into a truck stop and it's raining outside. No doubt rain affects the attitude and mood. So, and let's say this, and I'm going to end it on this. We all got a lot of stuff going on. Everybody has got something going on in this world and life. And I got to take my glasses off. But, again, you got to go outside yourself sometime and reach down and try as hard as you can to make the best of the day. And you're talking to a guy, I won't even get into the numbers. I've had 3 repairs on my truck in the last month or so. 3 repairs. I won't even get into the numbers. God bless the truck I bought. It is what it is. I got the truck, and my goal now is, instead of just running away from the problem, deal with it. And I don't want to strain my wife to the point where she just say, you need to stop trucking. And trying to get myself into a financial situation so that way when the truck goes down, I can turn it around and get it fixed. And even to the point where it may cost a few $1,000s or so, but get it fixed and get that truck back on the road and get the revenue rolling. And that's all I got to say about that. But even in the midst of all of that, and I know my resources are getting low, my whole attitude was being positive. Even the service guys, I had good conversations. And for each one Kenworth dealer that I go to, I say this was a good Kenworth dealer. And I'll say this, out of all of them, I got 2 favorite Kenworth dealers now. I'm not biased. I didn't mention your state. Don't take it personal, because I've only been to these Kenworth dealers and a few others. But my 2 best experiences of my top Kenworth dealers right now is Hickory, North Carolina Kenworth, and now Dayton, Ohio. And hey, I got a man crush on the service manager. I love the way the guy talked to me and pulled me inside. These guys are coming out of working for other companies and manufacturers like International and so forth and so on. They've been around the trucking for a good while, and they pulled me inside and really educated me on my truck and the best move to make so I can have the best career and longevity in the career without walking away and filing bankruptcy. Situational trucking. Keeping a good attitude. Someone said your attitude determines your altitude. So your attitude laterally determines your altitude vertically. You guys have a good day. I'm going to get some more videos out. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go down my list and start labeling all my videos, and I'm just gonna pump them out and play them as they are. And then when I get them all loaded up, I'll start doing the weekly videos up to date where I am and where I'm headed in my career. And I say this, as I always say, this video and other videos are for those who are not so young at heart, that started later in the game. And you know, what do you do in your second and third and fourth career, and now you're in trucking? How do you make the best of it while still maintaining a good home life? And even though I'm not home for 3 or 4 days, I was on my way to New York, and looking at my clock and time and the delivery time going to New York tonight, my wife was elated that I stopped at the house last night or yesterday evening and got off the truck and stayed home last night. And she was acting like I was going to be there for 2 or 3 days. But, you know, sometimes we don't see it that way. But she was just happy. And this morning I got up and fixed her breakfast and stuff like that. So, again, that's how it is in my household. And hopefully this will help someone in the process. Y'all be good. Stay safe. Make money. Enjoy your tours. Be blessed. And until the next time, this is Jedi Knight 55 Trucker. Late Bloomer Trucker signing off. See ya. YouTube, top of the day. This is Trucker Jedi Knight 55, the Late Bloomer Trucker. I hope everybody's doing good, you know, safe, enjoying your tours, making money, respecting one another, sharing the road, taking care of the space you occupy. I'm talking about the parking lots, the Walmart parking lots, truck stops, and vicinity. I'm coming to you from a smaller truck, the SUV, and I like to take a clip from 404 Trucker, that crazy guy. I appreciate you watching my videos. But I only got 4 videos, so it ain't like I'm broadcasting every day. I really don't think I'm going to be able to keep up like that. I will commit to once a week posting, and we will go from there. And then maybe after I get about 10 to 15 videos, if I get maybe over 50 views, then I'll probably start going live. As I mentioned to you, I'm in Jessup, Maryland. I'm near my home. I came home last night, and I'm on my way up to Mohegan, Lake, New York, to the Home Depot. I'll be delivering there tonight at 9. I got light fixtures going in there. So came out of Henrico, Virginia, and go to New York, and then back from New York. I got a load in Robinsonville, New Jersey, at the Keurig, the coffee place, and I'll be bringing the coffee back down from Keurig to Columbia, Maryland, delivering down here at the WB Mason. I'm sure you've seen the WB Mason. WB Mason trucks, and the whatever you call them, the trucks and the vans, and they get the UPS type equipment too, like the UPS type model trucks. So not the Rambo. I want to title this video Situational Trucking, and that's kind of like where I see my video library kind of going. I mean, there's thousands and thousands of videos, informational videos about taking care of your truck, PTIs, and cooking in the truck, and all of that. And those are all good videos. They're good videos. I mean, make no mistake about it. It's good to learn for the new drivers coming out how to set up your truck. And I believe once you get your truck set up, you pass it on, because everybody has a little tidbit. And I was just sitting there listening to Jay Canal talk about money management through another truck driver. And as I'm sitting there looking at the truck driver, I'm looking at his passenger seat, the jump seat, and his roll of paper towels is hanging off of a hook or a bungee on the seat. And I was like, wait a minute, that's a good idea. I think I'm going to do that. because right now my paper towels kind of hang in the overhead, and I got the the bungee going through it, and then it ties into the overhead compartment in one of the doors. And the thing is, when you're pulling from it, the door is constantly flapping when I hit bumps and stuff. So I said, wait a minute. So we learn from one another out here, no doubt, no doubt. But situational trucking, what is situational trucking? I believe, again, talking about the day-to-day activities and around us. We know the obvious subject matters are the e-logs and the mitigation system trucks and the new hype around travel local, and those are like the when you talk about Google searches, I'll say YouTube searches for truckers. The travel local conversations, the mitigation system, the e-log situation, and the rates and stuff like that. Those are kind of like the hot topics. And of course, tropical storm, and then also going into the fourth quarter, the winter season is around the corner. So I believe situational trucking is just to share, as best you can, what happens in the course of your day, spot on, and for me, it's been a very interesting ride. The whole the journey has been interesting. And I was talking to my buddy of mine the other day, and my buddy Dewey, I think he was I forgot, he told me what his name is, but Doohickey or something, but I call him Night Rider or something from Mad Max. I call him the Night Rider. But he's still at Stevens Transport, and we both got our start at Stevens, and several years back, and he's still there. He's doing really good. We started company, and then we went from company to lease, and my journey took me in a different direction. I got on this dedicated route, and I was losing money. Payments were constantly coming out. And I love the black trucks. I love the Stevens program, the safety program, but just when it came down to the revenue, it just wasn't adding up. And I'm not saying my frustrations turned to impulse, but I went and financed a truck, and I was supposed to go to Landstar, and it didn't happen that way, but I ended up going to Universal Truckload, and I'll talk more about Universal another time. But anyway, my point is situational trucking, and I said it to say that the day-to-day things like like the store Lord, I like the way he talks about not trashing the area, and making smart decisions out here as truck drivers, taking care of yourself, and all that good stuff. So the situational trucking, I like to call the new pioneers. I know they're older pioneers, but the new pioneers in trucking, Snow Lord, Jeffrey, the two Jeffreys, and a few others, and everybody is not in the owner operator status or lease status. Some guys are company I like Trucker Rudy, the Jukebox. I like him, as well as Jeffrey Quinn, and I like EMIP too. So, but Canal was touching on the money part of it, about budgeting and being smart with the money and managing money and staying close to those who got the knowledge. Casanova, again, with all due respect, Roy was the one that I got my push when I was at Stevens about stepping up. I actually talked to him a few times and kind of encouraged me. But I got an uncle now, that my wife's side that didn't know till later. I met him years back, but didn't know, that he was in trucking like that. And he's 30 years in the business, and he has a flatbed system, and he's got his authority and trucks at least onto his business. He's doing really good, and I don't want to give up his name or anything, but I talked to him as a mentor. I got my mentor, and so I kind of stay close to him, touch base periodically. And the trucking expenses the repairs have consumed my savings and everything, and now I'm beginning to see things turn around. If I knew that now, what I knew then, I may have gotten a different type of truck, and it's too late, and I won't stay on that. I'll talk more about my truck in the next video. But anyway, I just want to, again, say good morning and greetings. And I got to do a better job with my video library. I can't do, as I mentioned, every day. I can probably do once a week, and I will do my best to post. And my platform is situational trucking. The day-to-day life out here and sharing things that we experience and how I look at it from my perspective. Being an older guy, just in general in life, having a 2-year-old grandson, I'm going to look at things different anyway. But now I apply trucking, and then I see how people conduct themselves out here, and I say that's not my forte. I'm not going to roll like that. I believe how you start your day is how your day ends, and I don't want to start the day with an attitude, and then the day is rough all the way through. Give a smile, get a smile. If not, so be it. But I mean, all the time we ain't smiling, but I'm just simply saying the whole thing with the attitude. How you talk to your shippers and your receivers, and then when you're on the road, giving and taking. Everybody's jockeying for space. A lot of times, I like the way Steve said it, Snore Lord. I know